Alright, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Kalpala Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai, by Trin Yahweh Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle, great military will, sincere citation, the oxygen put on the truth across the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai, that the hope will let, and who the world inwardly called God is named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ is named Yahweh Shai. Or the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and those who line descendants go back to the 12 tribe of Israel due to the scattering among the nations. Alright. It's a video, and it's going to be China's new missile. It's part of the weapon of Idignation. Alright. How about you know, Shy? Alright. Let's play the clip real quick. Tighter videos on RT that this China tech gives U.S. hypersonic inferiority complex, all right, which means that China's missile hypersonic missile is superior to United States hypersonic missiles, all right, and it's a race for that. Let's show you right here. The hypersonic missile arm race, U.S., China, Russia, and North Korea all have the terrifying weapon, all right? And it's the weapon of Idignation, okay? Let's come back to this. This is
Is there a new global arms race? Yeah, looks like it, because humanity just can't help itself. Looks like the boffins are really having some fun with this one. Let's look at some of the stuff they're coming up with, like this. This is a robot dog with a massive gun on its back. They spent so long asking whether they could, they never stopped to ask whether they should. That's a pretty nice line, that one. Meanwhile, in China, this picture apparently shows some new, bigger than before, unmanned warships. That's warships with no sailors on it, basically. This, but bigger. Then, of course, there's the race to harness the killing power of AI.
Last month, the Pentagon's first chief software officer resigned over the slow pace of technological advances in the U.S. military. He told the Financial Times China has already won the AI battle.
Bit defeatist there, but the stuff people are really getting excited about now is this.
There's new concern tonight about China's military capabilities amid a report the country recently tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile.
So let me try and explain a little bit how they work. I'm afraid there's no budget for graphics. So as far as I understand, which is not very far, the old school ICBMs kind of flew in a big loop like this, which made it a bit easier to see them and a bit easier to stop them. Whereas these hypersonic bad boys, you can't see them, you can't stop them, because they fly fast like this.
Because they're fast and they can avoid detection, they can decrease the amount of warning time we have and the amount of decision time that leaders have to respond in a crisis.
So having freaked out about China's AI capability, America's now freaking out because having watched Russia successfully test its hypersonic tech, China has now gone and successfully tested two of them. Although it is worth noting,
China's foreign ministry denied the report, instead claiming it was a routine test of a space vehicle.
Yeah, I think they might be playing with semantics in that denial, although this guy is definitely worried.
Speaking to Bloomberg, General Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, sounding the alarm.
I don't know if it's quite a Sputnik moment, but I think it's very close to that, and it has all of our attention.
General Mark Milley there was talking about the so-called Sputnik moment. This is a reference to when the Soviets sent a satellite into orbit back in the 50s, and America was shocked because it had been too busy slapping itself on the back, telling itself how advanced it was.
Wow!
So China's not really missiles have achieved almost the impossible already and made America feel a little bit inferior about itself. However, let's not take Washington's sad face at face value. So, US disarmament ambassador, apparently that is a thing, Robert Wood, speaking in Geneva, said hypersonic technology is something we've been concerned about, and the potential military applications of it, we have held back from pursuing it. We had held back from pursuing military applications for this technology. Remember that we have held back from pursuing part of that quote.
Pentagon's hypersonic weapons programs suffered a setback after a booster rocket failed to lift off.
Wait, but that ambassador said they weren't pursuing.
The test was intended to validate aspects of one of the hypersonic glide vehicles in development.
After years of fits and starts, the U.S. is dedicating more defense dollars to the concept, with the Pentagon's 2022 budget request including roughly $12 billion more for its 5-year plan.
So the US ambassador for disarmament, not the busiest job I imagine, says they've held back from pursuing this hypersonic technology that last week they tested. The real issue here is basically Moscow and Beijing have technology that works, America's not so much. Perhaps Washington should just save the cash and buy one that's made in China. Works for everything else, doesn't it?
Alright, so that's the video. HD USA, the hypersonic air-breathing weapon concept, range secret, top speed 3,800 miles per hour. And then you got China, it's 3,000 miles, top speed 3,600 miles per hour. Crazy. And then you got Russia, the Avangard, alright, which was brought up a couple of times on RT, 20 miles. And so you got all these top 4 nations, pursuing this hypersonic missile armory, alright? So I want to go to the scripture. This is, I'm going to go straight to the point. I don't have time to read the whole thing. But it's verse Jeremiah 50:25. The Lord Yahweh Shai hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapon of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Alright? So this weapon of indignation is mainly going to come upon the land of Chaldean, alright, which is America, okay? Where the elite have this beat system set up, alright? Look at the word indignation. In the Hebrew is Zayam. It's their anger. Alright. Down here in the straw. It's the affection of how the pleasure within. Angry, indignation, rage. Alright. Look at the word indignation, the regular dictionary. Resentment, anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. But that's not the definition, but basically it's anger, but it's righteous anger. Alright, that's gonna come upon the place of America, Babylon the Great. Alright. If they come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heap, and destroy her utterly, let nothing for her be left. Alright? So ain't nothing to be left here in Babylon. Okay? They're going to be utterly burnt, as the scripture tells you in Malachi 4. Alright, shall burn as an oven. Alright? So that ICBM, B is a hypersonic missile, is going to destroy this place of America completely off the earth. Okay? And working on these minds of these scientists, alright, to create these things. It's Isaiah 54 and the 15, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the wager to destroy it. All right. So how about Shai is working on the mind of these scientists to create these things. All right. Let's look at the word myth real quick. It's Karash. All right. Craftsman, artisan, engraver, artifactor, artificer. All right. Skillful to destroy, smith. Look at the word smith. A worker in metal. All right. A fabricator of any material. Okay. In this point, he's dealing with the metal, dealing with the mental. All right. Joel 2 and 1. It said, blow you the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, that all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh shall come, for it is nigh at hand. Right. So we're sounding the alarm and warning our people, all right, all throughout the earth, all right, mainly here in Babylon, though. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of cloud and of a thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountain. A great people and a throng there it had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So this time that we're approaching, it had never happened before, neither will it happen again ever. All right. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is at the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. This mental going to destroy everything. All right. You still got certain part of America that's still a little paradise. All right. That's still beautiful. But this whole place got to be burnt for all the abominations, the iniquities, all right, all the blood that been shed. To tell your nation the blood of the land can't be cleansed unless the blood be shed. All right, so that's what's gonna happen. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, those shall they run, because that's how fast they can be running. All right, that's why you have horsepower. All right, in cars to determine how fast it's going. All right, but these hypersonic missiles, these are like Mach 1, Mach 2. All right, the speed. All right, 3,800 miles per hour. Like, do you know how fast that is? Like, that's why these missiles are gonna come here in minutes. All right, less than 30 minutes. All right, that's why I tell you in Revelation 18. All right, let's say 1 hour. Okay. So shall they run like the noise of chariot on the top of mountains. Shall they leap? Because that's how high they're gonna be flying. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their rank. And they're not going to break their rank via what? The GPS, all right, global positioning system, all right. But ultimately, how about outside going to have it to where he's going to take over and control it, all right? The angel going to control these missiles, okay? Because the angel already controlling these missiles, all right? They're already shutting them offline and stuff, reports of that coming out. All right. It says, shall not break their rank, neither shall one trust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter at the window like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. All right, because they tell you that the earth shall whirl to and fro like a drunkard. All right, 'cause all the mental that could be hitting the earth. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, right, because of the thick, dark cloud of smoke from the fire, from the destruction. It said, the Lord Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word, all right, the prophecies. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? All right, and that's why Ezra was like, woe is me, who shall stay me in that time? All right, deliver me from the stead peril. Therefore also now saith the Lord Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, with mind, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. All right, so basically we got to come to the Lord. All right, only the elect got to fully repent unto the Lord and be delivered out of this place. All right, that's my time. I could have put more scripture. But also another thing, is how it's the inferiority. All right, China Missile is superior to the United States. The scripture come to mind and say, let the weak say I am strong. All right, so America will be taken out the way. Thus states the scripture and pursuant to prophecy. So with that, shalom.